誰かを守るための責は青き息の目諦めない意志つかむ熱くかける発想染まるよ。
Hey guys, we are back now with another Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is against Rion, and judging by his team, it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, I always make like analysis of different teams before I fight, just so that way I can learn what they are and how they play. You get what I mean. Anyway, let's get started. I start off with, as usual, MegamanNG. He, however, starts off with, right away, Tyranitar, and it's a shiny too. Although I can't really tell if it's a shiny or not because of how it looks. Maybe because of the different colors, so yeah. Sandstream kicks in, which gets a Sandstorm, and this could prove to be disadvantageous. However, he switches and sends in a shiny Scolipede. I'm seeing a lot of shinies nowadays in battle. I wonder if he got them through the Masuda method. I go for the fake out, he gets the crit and the flinch, and it didn't work. But now both of us are suffering from damage from the Sandstorm, so I have to make my moves carefully. So I go for the Stone Edge, and the Stone Edge takes down Scolipede. I'm surprised because Scolipede is like a really fast Pokemon and he can be very dangerous too. Although to be fair, I did give my MegamanNG a muscle band, which helps. And now he sends in Nidoking, and like before, it's a shiny. So I need to get myself out of there and I use a U-turn. U-turn really wasn't that effective, but it did give me a free switch, so that's a pass in my opinion. And I now send in Rotom Frost. But he instead decides to go for a Sludge Wave. And I'm thinking this thing is Sheer Force Nidoking. This could explain how his damage is so high. Plus it's got a Life Orb, which makes it worse. Even though my switch was a good thing, it wasn't because Nidoking takes down Rotom with just 2 hits with the Sludge Wave. So it goes down, and now I'm forced to rethink my strategy. So I send in my Starmie, he makes a switch, and I think personally that was a pretty smart switch. And he now sends in MegamanNG. And this one isn't a shiny, so I'm glad. I go instead for the Psyshock, a special attack that deals physical damage, and that does more than half. However, since it got hit, the Focus Sash is just null and void. So you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go at it with another Psyshock, and that's it. Though I am surprised if MegamanNG had the Mega Evolution, it would have just countered right away, and the outcome would have been very different. But still, I do take it down. However, I suffer Sandstorm recoil. And now he sends in Exploud. I didn't really see this coming. I've never seen an Exploud before in battle. Well, I consider it a first. So I make the switch and I go straight into my MegamanNG. And Exploud decides to go for a Boom Burst. Ooh, nasty. That Boom Burst was deadly. Took down MegamanNG without breaking a sweat. Though I do think I made a pretty good switch. I don't know. I could be wrong. So what do you guys think? Anyway, he sends in Roserade, and I send in Roserade, and I go for the Sleep Powder. I'm not going to get hit by another Boom Burst, no way! So I may as well just put it to sleep and buy some time. And good thing, too, it's fast asleep. So, the Sandstorm by this point has subsided, since it now only lasts 5 turns instead of permanent. And I go for the Sludge Bomb, and the Sludge Bomb does a load of damage, I get the crit, and Exploud goes to sleep. Yes, I got lucky. Luck is never a factor, however, he makes a switch, and he switches right back into Nidoking. Yeah, the Sheer Force shiny Nidoking that's going to be problematic. I go instead now for the Sludge Bomb, however, the damage was not as effective due to Nidoking being part poison. I get another crit! That's 2 crits! Seriously, damn! And I go now for he goes down for the Ice Beam, sorry. And I survive thanks to the Focus Sash. I am grateful that I do survive. However, I just go right away for a Leaf Storm, and the Leaf Storm does some pretty normal damage. And even though I take down Nidoking, its special attack harshly fell. Man, that Nidoking was bad news. Really bad news. And guess who decides to come back? The shiny Tyranitar. And with the shiny Tyranitar, that means it brings back the Sandstorm, which is going to make things a lot more difficult. He now makes a switch, although I know for sure Roserade's going to die in the next turn, so he sends in his Exploud just for the sake of letting it die. And I go right away for the Leaf Storm, and I do that, despite the fact I'm -2 special attack. Now I'm at -4, but that makes no difference. Even though Exploud's gone down, the Sandstorm damage goes down with it. Well, Roserade to be exact, so they're down! They're both down! Yeah, Pokemon Stadium. Anyway, I send in my trusty Braviary, who is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, and he sends in a Sandslash. Yeah, another Pokemon I never thought I'd see. And he gets a Quick Claw and moves first. Guess the Rock Slide, I got lucky and it missed. So you know what? I may as well strike hard and strike fast with a Brave Bird. Thank you, Choice Scarf. However, that didn't really matter because of the Quick Claw. He gets to attack, gets to move first. Now I get buffeted by the Sandstorm. Sandslash doesn't because of the fact of the Quick Claw. And he goes for the Rock Slide, and the Rock Slide does a lot of damage. Though I wish it would have done more though. I wonder why, but it didn't matter to me that much because I go now for a Brave Bird, and the Brave Bird destroys the Sandslash easily. Oh boy, this is getting intense. Though I suffer now recoil damage and buffeted Sandstorm damage, so I'm on borrowed time. Made worse is now he brings in Tyranitar. I wonder to myself, what he's going to use this time? Is he going to Mega Evolve or something? I don't think so. Mostly because I just go now for one more Brave Bird. It really wasn't that effective, but I need to do something so that way it can die. Nothing more, nothing less. Braviary, you did your job. I salute you. And that gives Tyranitar an attack, but it didn't work. Wait a minute, he goes for the Stealth Rocks? Oh, I didn't see this coming. It has Stealth Rocks and Sandstorms. This makes the situation worse. So I now send in Arcanine, a Pokemon that has never let me down. It never has. And I go straight away for the close combat, doing like 4 times weakness, and I take down Tyranitar. Though it would have been fair if that thing would have Mega Evolved, that would have made the battle a lot more difficult. However, I do suffer damage like Life Orb recoil from the Life Orb from close combat, and yeah, I apologize if my lines were bantering at the end. Anyway, that's about it for the battle. Thank you very much, Rion. It was a pretty good battle. Your team is actually pretty good, especially that X-Block. I just wish I didn't put it to sleep. Then it would like kick all sorts of butt. Anyway, that's it for the battle, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It does mean a lot to me. Please don't forget to answer the QOTD, and I'll see you guys next time with another Wi-Fi battle. Alright, peace guys.